Now I'm pleased to present a very special presentation.
Hello folks, JRock here, and I am in the Matt Cave in an undisclosed location with Matt Fox.
I'm Pale.
Good to see you again, buddy.
Cheers.
Now, Matt, tell the people who you are and what you do.
I'm basically a collector, but as for a living, I work at Super 1-Up Games, which I don't have a shirt on right now. I should, but I don't, and I work at a steel mill, so that's where some of this
Yeah, so
from.
1-Up Games, you've probably heard me mention it a bunch in my pickup videos. It's where I go every Saturday. I come by. I pretty much work
religiously.
I pretty much work for the guy for
Yep.
free. I sell games.
Amazing, good salesman. He knows
Not
his
trying to
stuff.
say I'm great or anything, but you know, I'm good for 1-Up, and 1-Up's been good to me, helped me with my collection a lot. And one thing that Matt and I have bonded over, of course, is collecting, and his collection, I covet it, and this is my first time over, and we're going to look at some of his stuff. So tell the people, what stuff do you collect?
Okay, we got NES Complete Collection. We have Super Nintendo 80% done.
Let's just reiterate.
Yes.
When you say complete collection,
Okay,
he
yes.
means
Quality seal, Nintendo seal on it. So no Tenjin, no of the weird gold cards beside the Zeldas, but official, their guide that came out. So Stadium Events is in there, unfortunately, which mine is not. It's a reproduction, but other than that, it's 100% complete.
yeah, but loose cart. Right?
Oh yes, sorry.
That's what I wanted to make
That's
sure.
really weird. Yeah, loose cart, no boxes, no manuals. There are some, but in general, it's just loose carts in good to very good condition.
Yeah, that's the way I collect too. I like to do loose because, you know, box, that's a whole nother breed of collecting.
It is.
That is
Shipping
like,
nightmares.
Well,
my 32X collection is complete, and that was a fucking disaster.
and you have every 32X game?
Yeah.
How
yes.
many is that? Is that like 30?
32, I think it was,
Oh,
or 36.
I think 36.
36, yeah. Because 32 is my brain, because 32X, but yes,
Yeah.
36.
Yeah,
That was
so
the
36
alphabet.
games. And one of those, you want to pull one of those out? I want to show it because
The rarest
Spider-Man, is it Spider-Man or Calibri?
Technically speaking, this is a disaster. I got this for like $20. World Series Baseball is one of the rarest. Actually.
Oh, it's because this has
super low run on that.
says
one.
Deion Sanders in it.
Yeah.
Sorry, the light there. I'll get some light there. Yeah, I've heard about this one being a little bit harder to find.
Yes. And it was weird, like just finding that one. It's like for TurboGrafx 16, when I completed that collection, the hardest one was Chase HQ, and it's just one of those things. And now it's up there, like, you know, above 100 kind of.
Yeah, I just picked up my 32X from 1-Up Games not too long ago, and one thing I found out about it is like the model that I got was compatible with Genesis Model 2, right? Have you ever had any issues with like the model issues? Because there was a specific cord for
That little
Model
cord.
1 and for that to work, and apparently that cord is worth like $30 online, and I didn't want to spend $30 for a cord, so I went back and you hooked me up with the Genesis Model 2.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just 32X is a crazy thing to collect, and man, you got all of them. That's cool. And this is
That's it.
yeah, Amazing Spider-Man Web of Fire.
Expensive, overpriced, but actually a very good game. Like honestly,
Yeah,
it's fun.
Yeah, we got to play this sometime.
Yeah.
We're gonna hopefully be doing some Let's Plays here in Matt's basement as
for
well,
Oscar
with,
as well.
with Oscar. Come in.
Yeah.
We have a friend here. He's behind the camera there. Oscar, come on in here.
Put your pants back on.
This is our buddy Oscar.
Hello, YouTube.
So yeah, this is like the Saturday crew. If you come into 1-Up Games, we are all pretty much in there talking about games.
Yeah,
and
I'm kind of
trying-
a store fixture.
Yeah, he's a store fixture, and actually he's a videophile, which is good for me because I'm like amateur
Video file.
Yeah,
Yeah, video,
File.
video, and
File.
audio,
Video
audio.
file.
None of that third one.
None of that
Not
other
a
file.
pediatric.
No. But what we guys failed to mention, also you failed
Yeah.
to mention, is that his 32X collection is complete in box. And
Yeah,
not
this
many
is all
people
complete
have
in box.
the entire collection in box.
Manuals, good condition
Yes.
boxes.
Yeah.
So that's a rarity in itself.
Which
And
I
of course-
fucking hate, because like I hate boxes. Like if I was gonna trade up with a guy, his 32X collection for
Yeah.
mine, but some of the other scuffs on the cartridges, but cards is the way to go overall. But if you're fanatical enough, like sealed, this is where I get fights with people. But sealed to me is a pain, because like you have it on the game.
Sealed is a pain in the butt.
Sealed.
Yeah, you can't open it up and play
No.
it. It's like,
No,
is
it's
it?
a pain in the butt.
Well, you have to pay for
Do
X-ray
you,
stuff.
do you do an unboxing and then get bad comments from
Yeah.
trolls?
Yeah,
being
and then
like,
people are like, oh, what did you do?
what are you doing? But, yeah.
But, and also, cardboard boxes. These are cardboard. Sega?
Are all of the 32X?
Every one of them except
Every
for
single one of them is cardboard.
except for 3.
Except
Three
for
of them.
3.
Wow.
You know what?
Yeah.
He's going to pull these out. Just, we're talking about 32X. Apparently, this wasn't planned.
Four.
Yeah.
Four.
And I think
I
they're all
don't know where you
sports,
had
right?
this one. They're all sports
Yeah,
games?
Wrestle, and NFL and NBA. So
Oh, okay. Would you
Yeah.
think the sports games deserve the plastic covers, or something
No.
like Spider-Man deserves a cup?
I think the one
hard
that's
shell?
worth close to $300.
That should be a hard shell.
Yeah.
Hard shell, hard sell.
Hard shell.
So yeah,
Now you're just getting.
we're talking about
I don't know where you
32X.
had this one. You had it in there.
Yeah.
Good, nice.
they have to go back exactly where they came from.
Yeah, alphabetical
Or
order.
to sleep properly.
See, you,
Oh,
you arrange yours alphabetically. I just go by studio.
That's
You
weird.
go by studio?
Yes.
That's
So if it's
strange. That's
Capcom,
ridiculous.
it's all Capcom. If it's Konami, or if it's a series, that's the only time I deviate.
Does anybody else do that?
No.
I don't think anybody in the history of games.
It actually
Like-
looks quite neat when
We
you just
still
see
love
everything that
you,
says
but-
Konami, and then you
I
see
could-
everything
yeah, I can
Capcom.
see that.
I hate how on like some games the name is first. Like I can't think, what is it? NES game. Trying to think of an NES game where the name
Anything
of the
by
company
Jalico.
is first.
Yeah, yeah.
Jalico or whatever.
Tecmo, I think is another one.
Yes.
Bases loaded.
You
or-
mentioned a game too. This is jumping ahead, but Super Nintendo games that you can't read on the spine.
Yeah.
Yes, I hate
picked
that.
up X.
And you know what?
Fucking
And
brutal.
Jalico was infamous for doing that
Yeah.
with their NES games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, just like blank or look at the NFL. logo.
It'll just say Jalico,
Yeah.
and you won't know what game it
Could
is.
this be? It's like
Could be Shatterhand, and you won't know.
yeah.
Okay, we were talking about things that Matt collects. Let's continue on. What did we talk about on
Okay.
the list? We said NES.
Super Nintendo,
Okay,
N64.
when you tell people, tell them if it's loose or like.
NES loose, N64 loose. Sorry. NES loose, Super Nintendo loose, and I'm 80% of the way there. N64 complete.
80%
Yes.
complete. That's NES loose card.
Getting there. Some rares in there, but some commons like Demolition Man and such. So N64 is complete, loose. Silence! Then we have, let's jump on the next system. Genesis, I'm going complete only. Then we have Master System complete. I'm about 90% done that system. Then we have Sega, Master System, Genesis. Then CD, I'm farting around with, maybe about 50-60% done, complete. Saturn, 0, I gave up on that, didn't like it at all, personal thing. Then I went into Dreamcast, which is complete, 100% complete, physically.
Dreamcast,
Yeah.
a very underrated system.
Yeah, great.
I've been
great.
getting into it the last couple of years myself.
When you were at Waterloo, did you happen to meet
Mike?
from the Retrolectors? He's going for a complete Dreamcast set.
Really, that's his
Yeah.
gig, eh?
Yeah, they,
Good
well
luck.
actually
I'm
the
trying to
channel,
find,
Retrolectors, Danny and Mike, Mike is collecting Dreamcast and Danny's collecting NES, and they're like competing to see who completes it first.
Ooh.
So, who do you think it's going to be?
Dreamcast.
Dreamcast first, because
Oh.
Dreamcast is a smaller library.
Yeah. And on top of that, it's a small library, but if you go to the States, like when I went to New York, they're like, like any game that's like, say for instance, like any Marvel vs. Capcom 2, it's like $40.
Yeah.
But here it's like, you can't find it. If you do, it's overpriced.
Yeah.
Like Heart of New York, 3 game stores, I felt like the last 30 I needed for like a few $100s.
Nice.
So like whatever reason it came more there than here, so that's an easy way to do is cross the border, have a look. Might be cheating. Doing it in Canada might be tough because you want to avoid eBay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So.
because speaking of eBay, I've been looking for a Dreamcast title of recent, and it's being a bitch to find because you can only find the Japanese version of it.
Which one?
Mars Matrix.
Yes.
Mars Matrix.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
If anybody has a copy of Mars Matrix and wants to
Yes.
send it to Oscar,
Yes.
get in contact with me. I'm sure he'll be your
Yes.
husband long
I'm
time. We
looking
love you
for-
long time.
Love you.
Yeah, not that way. U.S. not Japanese version.
Yes.
Non-Japanese, please, because
No,
I've seen a couple people had just the discs, but I'm not looking for the disc. Want the jewel case and the manual and everything. I'm kind of picky with that.
Now, Matt had said, he's collecting Super Nintendo, which I have a mini collection myself. I have about like 60 or 70 games. But like, how many do you have?
How many's in the collection?
7.
Almost
Just-
800.
It's,
right?
but, yeah, I think it's
Let's pull it
835
up. We'll pull up the
total.
app. I don't
I
pull up
believe
the
it's
app.
835. I'm just going off the top of my head.
You sound like Rayman there. It was good.
Oh, it's 723.
Official?
Including Super Noah's Ark 3D. I think that's the only one.
Okay.
Oh,
Is that
that's
the only
that's not a
licensed?
licensed one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
But
unlicensed.
that's in the collection, so 723.
So I have probably. I don't have an exact count in my head, but you can tell by the spaces. I'm guessing 80%. You'd say.
Yeah, you're a fair way there, man.
Well,
You
how,
got more than me,
how much closer would you be if you got this?
Oh, what's this?
Open that up. It's a little gift. It's a little gift for Matt.
It's dog shit in the
I
bag.
got him the guy,
bag.
the game guy who has like everything. I got him something here.
What's this? Oh,
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy. Thank
Yeah,
you very
man.
much. Awesome.
This guy's been awesome to me. Every time I go into the
Very
store,
nice.
he cuts me a deal somehow.
You
Like,
gotta show the people.
show the people what it is.
Joe and Mac too.
Here, coming
gotta
close
zoom in.
here.
Do the
The bat thing.
Yeah, Joe and Mac 2. It's actually, you know, like
That's
I love this. This is one of those rare games that I actually sought out for myself.
Oh Jesus.
Yes.
You give me this.
And I'm making him feel bad, but you've been so good to me with stuff that I can't like deny you.
Thank you very
So,
much. It
like-
means a lot, honestly.
And also
Get that.
like, just like he just gave me this for it. So, River City Ransom NES,
great game. Play
pretty
with a friend.
sought after game. So like, that was like kind of like a trade, and also thanks for everything.
Oh,
Matt.
no problem.
Thanks for having me in your
Beers and
house.
all that stuff.
Thanks for having me in your house.
What?
Okay, so
That
since
was-
Matt's dead,
that was-
I get to have all his stuff.
That's a nice bag.
I'm not going to be an accessory to this.
Runs out the door.
Okay, well, maybe now I'll ask Matt to pick out some stuff. Maybe we'll talk about it. Okay, so we moved the camera over to the Super Nintendo corner. Show us what you got here, Matt. Pick out some of your favorites that you might want to talk about.
No problem. So yeah, this here is the complete loose NES Super Nintendo collection I'm working on right now. Overall, my favorites, I unfortunately was a kid that got a personal computer around that age, so I went from NES to Coleco was my first system. NES was my love as a kid, and then I went into PC gaming. So that was a big part of things changing. So Super Nintendo I was familiar with through friends' houses and hanging out. TurboGrafx is the one I was into around the same time. My cousin had a lot of good times with that. So for favorites for this, Uniracers, Demon's Crest, there's a few in there, even Doom that sticks out like a sore thumb.
Ooh, can we pull out Demon's Crest? I just want to show Demon's Crest.
Yes,
You know what? And you're going to let me borrow this, right?
No.
No?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. He's going to let me borrow it, which is awesome, because I could just, move. Yeah.
Yes, very sought after that one of late.
And good, very.
Yes, it is a very good game.
Yeah.
Even back in the day, like you look at it, it's kind of a stupid cover. You'd think
Yeah.
that,
Oh, I
but
don't
when you
think so. It
actually
looks
pop it in your
sweet.
system,
Yeah.
it starts you off with a kick-ass boss battle, and the game is really good.
Yeah, the first level
yeah,
is
yeah.
really grabs you with the... Yeah, I'm going to go put this in my little bag.
But yeah, long story short, with the game is Capcom, right? So it's
Yeah.
phenomenal. So it's the Ghosts and Goblins, Ghouls and Ghosts kind of world. If
Yes.
you ever had a chance with the Game Boy, I loved Gargoyle's Quest.
Yeah.
Gargoyle's Quest was amazing, and we don't have the NES collection here. It's in display at the Super 1-Up Game store. But
I will cut in the footage now, because I have footage of that collection, and that's the power of editing.
But there's Gargoyle's Quest 2 that came out for the NES, another great game. But this is on the same ilk, the story, the line of the grown-up character of that game. So
Yes, because the
Yeah,
characters,
the
characters-
red Remer, the demon
no,
guy, right?
Firebrand.
Firebrand is his
That's
name,
his
right?
name.
Red Rammer is actually very good.
Let me see if I can fix this lighting. I think I look ghostly. Okay, we're continuing.
I'll
try to stay out of Boston's way.
aside.
What's the best part of the threesome?
Ooh.
You get to see your parents fuck. Okay.
You heard it here. Joke from Matt. Okay, now,
yeah.
you have anything else that you wanted to show off from the Super Nintendo collection?
Actually,
From just
Oscar,
this cabinet here?
Yeah, because there's two of them actually. Yeah.
There's-
We have Oscar in here because he's really more knowledgeable about Matt, even though Matt has more Super Nintendo games.
Yes,
Just because you collect them doesn't mean you have all the knowledge in the world too. Cause
Yeah, that happens. But another one that's I've got actually is one of the ones I've been going after myself. But if I can ever find it for a decent price, I'll get it. Most of you know what it is. Once you see it, Castlevania Dracula X. Ooh. The very some consider a botched port of the TurboGrafx PC Engine CD-ROM.
The Rondo?
Yeah,
Rondo of Blood.
I think it's Akumajo Denshin Chino Rondo. Yeah.
Oh,
That's
and
the
here
actual-
comes a little plug. Are you going to plug these guys?
Oh,
I think we
no,
should.
no. All right.
No?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's your choice.
Yeah, for sure.
We got Castlevania Rondo of Blood. And now tell me about this, Matt, and where it came from.
Actually, drawing a blank on who it came from, but this reproduction.
Says on there.
Oh, I can't read English.
You can't read English.
Functional liver.
You
is
don't
what they
have.
call it.
Oh, you need glasses. That's all.
Remember, just because
See, English reproductions by the Retro Brothers.
Yeah, so
English
this is
reproductions by the
Cool
Retro
guys,
Brothers.
easy going, easy to talk to, and reasonable. And the quality that went into this, like just to show you, so it's got the cover. We'll jump ahead to the way a TurboGrafx 16 CD works and the labels look. It blends in with your collection. Also, the screening that's on the front, quite good.
Very good laser
Yeah,
etching
show
on the
that.
discs.
Yep.
Yeah, so this is a reproduction, like an English translation,
Yeah, translation. Yeah.
and it says it right on there. Reproduction. Let me get that.
I know
focus.
some people are against reproductions, but
People are
reproductions-
against reproductions, but that's when they're pretending, I think, to be the real thing. But this says
Not
reproduction.
everybody's against reproductions.
I don't
We
think
know
there's
that.
anything wrong
It's
with that.
translation. That's what comes into it. Like
Yeah.
Mark, my best buddy, he plays the game religiously. It's like, what kind of knife's that? It's like, it's just like it's gibberish because it's in Japanese. You don't know it kind of thing,
Yeah,
right?
you get the storyline.
Exactly.
There are
the
some certain
storyline.
Japanese games, especially I guess if you get into RPGs.
Oh, it's
Yes.
huge.
You're not going to be
Yes,
playing
yeah.
any RPGs that are Japanese, people, if you don't read Japanese.
Yeah,
No.
otherwise you're just guessing.
So I mean, I think it's okay to have reproduction stuff when it says it's reproduction, not trying to, show people.
See, there I agree with
JRock.
That's very good. There are a few people that have been doing it lately. What's more famous with the Super Nintendo reproduction cards and Sega Genesis reproduction cards.
Mm-hmm.
And I've actually got a couple of reproduction cards coming to myself, but that's a different story. We
Jenny?
from Matt's gig.
Yeah,
Yes.
yep. We'll touch on that in a bit if you want me to see the Genesis, because like that's a whole different world of.
Yeah, like
Yes. And-
seriously, Matt's got so many games. I could live down here.
Well, that's the thing too. Like I have these games, and it's great that we have them, but we're gonna start getting the. We have to get into actually playing them.
Yeah,
recording it, the footage, and
I plan on future videos. We are going to do some gameplay videos. Try to get together at least once a month.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard when you're an adult.
family, wife, and
Yeah, jobs getting
Work,
away
yeah,
with.
low
Me
job.
and Matt, we both work in factories, working
Yep.
50, 60 hours a week or more.
Yeah, I work in a
So we're
warehouse
working a
and it's
lot.
like
Yeah, we all
50-hour week. So
Yeah.
warehouse factory
Yeah,
environment.
we do what we can, and we have fun when we can.
Yes,
Yeah.
we work in the dirty industry, but we have fun in the clean.
we gotta get the money so we can buy this stuff.
Yes, first
And it
sickness.
keeps us sane.
Yes.
As nuts as all this looks, it keeps us sane. And
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of you out there would agree with us.
So we'll
Right.
collect them. Okay, we could go on all day about this, but there's a second one.
Stay tuned for the next exciting video in the Matt's Game Room series.